This meeting is being live streamed.
Yep, I see that.
What's it show on yours? It shows the same thing. Okay, now we're here. This meeting is being live streamed. Now, I think we put this on
Yep, I
mute.
see that.
I think she said.
What's it show on yours? It shows the same thing. Okay, now we're here.
This meeting is being live streamed. Now, I think we put this on mute. She told me to put this on.
I think she said. What's it show on yours? It shows the same thing. Okay, now we're here. This meeting is being live streamed. Now, I think we put this on mute. She told me to put this on. I think she said. What's it show on yours? It shows the same thing. Okay, now we're here. This meeting is being live streamed.
Right. I'm opening up this one. Okay, because we have to do this. What do you see? Do you see YouTube or Zoom?
I see the three of us, and I see a little pop-up that says view stream on YouTube.
Okay, so somehow I couldn't get it to, I couldn't get to mute it until I muted the Zoom. And then I could go over to the YouTube and I could see the bottom line that showed the video, showed the mic, and then I muted it. So this looks workable.
Yeah,
The only challenge is that if we can't use the TV, which I really like, if somebody doesn't have that Zoom.
is it that they have to have the app downloaded, Tantra? Is
No,
that
they have to have a more expensive program. She just has the basic, Heather does. She doesn't have like I have the
like
expensive
a paid
program.
account?
Yeah, it doesn't have another account. So so that also means that she can't do a background either. So we have to figure that out because for CreateAWorld, we need a background. Need to make sure people have background. So we'll have to figure out the background before we interview. Because if come over here, Heather. So if we were,
Hi, Janet.
Hi, Heather, how are you?
if we're in the
Great.
same place and we could face each other.
Right.
Your computer makes me look better than my computer. Maybe it's because I'm sitting higher.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know we could do, to be quite frank. That's
Okay.
all I wanted. Now we can schedule a time.
All
And now
right.
we can do our script. And I really appreciate it. So what we'll have to do is not record until I can get YouTube on mute. And then I can turn the recording on.
Okay.
Okay, so that and then I'm glad, because if you look at YouTube, it's delayed. It's delayed. So if you're looking at yourself, it drives you crazy. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay, great.
Just so you know, when I get into July, Monday through Thursday, I'm like.
I
booked
just
out
heard
all
from
day.
Christina, who I'm madly fucking in love with.
She's
Honest to
crazy.
God, I signed the contract on, what's today, Monday? I signed the contract on Friday I hadn't signed the contract. So 2 hours, an hour after the next day after we talked, I sent her all my passcodes and everything. And I'm getting all these texts so she can get into everything. I mean, this is like Friday. And then I've had this problem with Acuity that has just driven me crazy. And I've asked Evelyn to fix it 100 times and she says it can't be fixed. And so so what happens is that when I send you all a call-in link, because it's not coming from Acuity, people never open it. And because it's coming to the office from tantramont.com, often spam will take those and just put them in spam. And so then the next thing I hear from her, she said, oh, I can do that. I'll show you how to do it. That's it. 4 years later, 4 years fucking later. And then now she's in Stripe. She said, even though you figured out Lori Lee, I want to go in there and see if I can figure out what that order was that you couldn't figure out what it was. So if we see if we need to reimburse her any more money. And I'm like, I now feel clinically sane. She's really good.
Yeah, she is.
And she's
awesome.
really fast.
Yep.
Really
Well,
fast.
she's that digital native, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
all.
It's like having Jackie back on steroids. And so now I'm going to go in with her. I'm going to set up a Zoom call with her next week and go in and see if she can manage the website. And if she can, I'm going to let Evelyn go. Evelyn's been driving me crazy. And no offense to her. No offense. She's just busy in another world now. And, but I'm totally happy.
Good.
I can't thank you enough. The fact and then guess what happened? 2 days. So the day after I said, Christina, this will work. She's really excited about working with me. She read my whole website. She said, oh my God, you're going to be fun. And, but the day after that, Heather and I were in the car and Jackie contacted Heather. And it's the first time I've spoken to her in months. Isn't that wild?
That is wild.
Yeah, that was really wild. And she's 17 weeks pregnant and has COVID.
Oh,
She and her husband. So we've been supporting her to get through it. But thank God it's the second part of her pregnancy because the baby's protected.
right.
And actually helps her stay healthy in this section. So anyway, it's kind of magical that happened too,
Yeah.
All right, so we have to set a date. So how long are you all in that? Because she said July was going to be hard for her too. So
Yeah.
how long is that thing?
It's literally the whole month of July. So Monday through Thursday.
Okay, so let's start setting up. I'll get everybody to practice. I'll
Okay.
get everybody to practice and I just wish we had like a hard cardboard poster that would all have the same scene behind us. Because we can't do green screen because like Heather's green screen won't work. And but if we're all in front of the same picture or big picture, that would work. That's a lot of money though. So
Well, not necessarily. I mean, if it's
Canva does really big pictures for hardly anything. So maybe we'll look at doing something like that because I'd like it to have theater continuity.
yeah. And I mean, there's a number of different options that I've discovered over the last year. I actually have a green screen that attaches to the back of my chair.
I do too.
Yeah.
But I don't think people like Heather that don't have the advanced programs can do green screen.
And really,
I'll test her because I've got my green screen here and I'll see if she can do it.
Choose a virtual background. Maybe.
No, you can't. I'll test her.
because with a solid wall behind you, though, you're usually, I mean, that's when I was doing my Zoom theater performances last August, I used the wall behind me and it's.
Right. No, she's got a green screen.
I don't. What is a green screen?
You're now, the problem is you're in the light. So you can't see you can only see the virtual. See, you can't see you. And the problem is you can't be you can't have a light overhead to be able to see how you're like vaguely in there.
Yeah, it's better if it comes from the front.
Yeah.
Rather than behind or above you, the light.
Hold on, she's gonna go. Sit on right there. Sit right there. Yeah, it's really hard with the virtual. You really need the green screen. So while she's here, I'll practice with the green screen with her. Well, it's fine. You don't know. That's true. and see if it works better and see if, because with the work with that, you don't have anything behind you to reflect the virtual image on the screen.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what it is. So I'll do that. So that sounds great, because if she has the basic program, that means anybody can use a virtual background. All right, that sounds good. And then we'll just all get the same virtual background. So the other thing is that if you have I know she's trying to get me handled fast. So she wants to move into the CreateAWorld and do the setup and everything on it. So that's exciting. And then I got new exercises yesterday, which include exercising the bones of the ribs, which are really responding negatively today. So, and then maybe we can meet with her and get a separate price from her, and maybe we can just all split that price, because she's fast and hardly anything. And then I think with her, we're good to go, Janice. Very
I'm so glad that
excited.
worked out. Yeah.
It worked out beyond wonderful. You know, people that do not get confused by things they're supposed to know how to do, I find very life enhancing. Given that I function with a lot of people that say they know what to do and ask me how to do it, or tell me they don't know how. So it's very upsetting. All right, so we should look, I can practice with people and get everybody used to it. And I can do the virtual background, get that, because everybody can buy a green screen, and like the one on your chair. And then we'll start in August. You and I'll start in August. And does that work for you?
Yep.
And C will be gone. It'll be easier on me. They upped my exercises, and I feel like I'm back, and I'm not as bad as when they first started, but today my brain fog is way beyond the norm. And it has to do with in that wild in COVID, post-COVID, you overstimulate the system and it wants to shut you down, like the conversation we just had, Heather. It goes into freeze mode. We've been discussing freeze, flight, and fight. These chapters are really good, Janice. They're really good. I mean, Heather and I have just been kicking it out. Now I just hate working 5 hours on one chapter, but I'll learn. Anything you have to share?
Nope. Just,
Okay.
yeah, just let me know. Like I said, in July, I'm free on Fridays, but Monday through Thursday is
Well, the
free.
other thing we can do is we can do something on Friday and then position it to be shown on another day. The only problem is it's not interactive.
Right.
And
Yeah,
that's
no, but I
why,
just mean if you want to prep.
Gail has to be on YouTube so that she can get questions and then put them on Zoom
Right.
to see.
Right.
So that we should probably, that's what I'll do. I'll practice with Gail. That'll be the next step for me to do. And then I'll work on the green screen. Okay.
Yep.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
I love you. You look a lot better.
Oh, good. Then when was the last time
I mean, I really can tell your face has lost puffiness, and you just look like you're embodying.
Yeah, it's the beauty of
beauty of stress.
You're away from people. It's so terrible.
Yes, exactly. I know that one too. It's been so much fun with Heather, because basically we go out in the early morning outside and the roadrunner walks by to check on us. And then we have to come in about noon because the heat wave starts. And I really love where I live. So it's good. All right.
Awesome. All right.